Hi everybody, here's a quick review of the problem we worked out today in class with Pastoral and Bucolic and their production of beef and tulips. So from the question, I made the following chart: beef, tulips, opportunity cost of beef, and opportunity cost of tulips. Entered the data from the question, determined that the opportunity cost of beef for Pastoral is 10. 1,000 divided by 100, and the opportunity cost of beef is 15 tulips for Bucolic, 750 over 50. Then use the inverse to get both numbers here, and determine that Pastoral has competitive advantage in beef because the opportunity cost of producing beef is lower. Bucolic has competitive advantage in tulips because they have a lower opportunity cost than Pastoral. So now we need to determine, with that information in mind, will each of these countries engage in trade? And the decision is whether they can trade in such a way that the benefit from trade is at least equal to the opportunity cost of producing whatever it is they're producing. So producing whatever it is they have competitive advantage in. So Pastoral will trade if the benefit of trade, remember that's imports over exports, is at least equal to its opportunity cost of producing beef. And the opportunity cost of producing beef for Pastoral that we determined up above is 10 tulips. Bucolic, on the other hand, will trade if the benefit of trade, again import over export, is at least equal to its opportunity cost of producing tulips. And we determined up at the top that Bucolic's opportunity cost of producing tulips is 0.06 tons of beef. So 0.06 tons of beef. So let's see how that works out for Pastoral in respect to their import and export benefit. So if we move this down, you'll notice that for Pastoral, the benefit, again, import over export, is calculated this way. In the problem, you can see that the cost is listed here in tulips on the top. Imports, exports, they export beef. So it's 1 because it was 1 ton of beef for each of these choices on A, B, C, D, and E. So 20, 5, 12, 8, or 1. Both A and C are greater than their opportunity cost of 10. So either of those, either A or C, are workable for Pastoral. Now, remember, because trade involves 2 countries and it has to work for both of them, we also have to look at Bucolic. So for Bucolic, they are importing beef and exporting tulips. So the import item, again, beef, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, again, corresponding to A, B, C, D, or E. And then 25, 12, 8, and 1. Well, it turns out, remember, here and here are the only 2 that work for Pastoral, so we're only choosing between those 2. Remember, A and C were the only ones that worked for Pastoral. So we don't have to consider these guys anymore, because even if they worked for Bucolic, they're not going to work for Pastoral, so they wouldn't engage in trade. So we're choosing between these 2. So let's look at those 2. 1/20th. The first choice is actually less than 0.06, their opportunity cost. So no, that won't work for Bucolic. 1/12 is actually greater than 0.06. So yes, that one will work, and that corresponds with C. And there you go. That's a quick explanation of how we got through that problem using a method that is a little more drawn out and written out in a way that's longer than what JP and Will did in class today, but I think provides a different way to understand and work through each of the steps. Thanks.